I've seen this country change so much in only 20 years. I came here for the first time over 30 years. And then at that time, France was a very exotic country, because coming from the Netherlands, it's only 300 kilometers from here where I was born. But it was a total different world. This is completely gone. The countries, they have a lot of things in common. Of course, the internet makes distances much shorter, or basically disappear. If you go into a store or in a street anywhere, a shopping street in anywhere, any city in Europe, you will find the same stores. So this identity has been changing. The country has been changing. There is a big difference, though, with France and the Netherlands, and maybe also with Germany and other.
Everyone wants to spell out their differences because the world is all becoming the same.
Maybe that could be an explanation. But still, if you take, for instance, the Netherlands, I mean, the French are very proud of French, the language, the French language. They think it's going to disappear. Well, in 20 years from now, French will be the world's largest language, probably, because in Africa, most of the people will speak French. But of course, it doesn't count because that's Africa. So the French are very afraid that French is. But so they impose very strict rules on the use of language. All this is due to a lack of self-esteem. If you look at the Netherlands, there's no law on using Dutch, or even in Sweden or in Iceland, 300,000 people speak Icelandic. There's no laws to protect these languages. Yet there's a very vivid culture, cinema, literature, everything works pretty well in those languages. In all those countries, they speak English. So basically, what I would like to say is that it comes to having self-respect, self-esteem, and that is what lacks in France. People don't trust themselves, and they don't trust their neighbors. So they have to get this. They have to get.
And that's new, or that's a
no. That's the reason why people don't trust politicians.
But what's really the biggest change in those?
Well, the change is that the world has become smaller, and a lot of French people nowadays speak English. Sorry, and they travel all around the world. I mean, look at Silicon Valley. 60,000 French people are working in Silicon Valley nowadays. The country has huge benefits. It's probably the best country in the world if you look at it objectively, to the infrastructure, geography, education, you name it. Yet the French, they are not able to make something out of it, and that's completely due to the system, because everything is locked and people simply don't trust themselves.
A campaign strategist in this election, what works best? Telling you that France is in a terrible state and I can make France great again? Or what Stéphane just said, that this is a great country, let's make the most of it?
This is basically speaking what Emmanuel Macron is saying, that we should get back self-confidence in ourselves. We should be proud to be French, but in a global world, we should not be afraid of the global world. And there is no contradiction between identity to be French and to be open to the rest of the world. But we can see that any time that we go in that direction, immediately you have counter-argument of people that are saying, no, it is precisely because the world is open that we should reaffirm.
Because people are afraid.
And yes, absolutely.
As long as you are afraid.
And you said the right word, which is it's a question of trust.